Hey mama, are you expecting the arrival of your first baby and want to have some idea of what contractions feel like? Hey, it's Morgan. Welcome to the Passable Parent channel. I've been a pediatric nurse for the past 10 years specializing in early childhood development. And I'm also a mom of a toddler and expecting baby number 2. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss out on any future videos. And make sure to comment down below if you have any questions. I love to hear from all of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. As some of you may already know, a contraction is when the muscles of your uterus tighten up like a fist and then relax. Contractions help move your baby through the birth canal and push them out. When you are in true labor, your contractions last about 30 to 70 seconds and come about 5 to 10 minutes apart. They are usually so strong that you may have difficulty talking or walking during them. The uterine muscle can contract anytime from mid-pregnancy on, and those contractions might feel like nothing at all, or they might be completely overwhelming. You can identify a contraction because your belly will get super hard and tight, and when it's over, it will soften and relax back to normal. Labor contractions can feel a bit like menstrual cramps at first, but they will intensify and can feel like a dull ache paired with pelvic pressure. The discomfort moves from the top of the belly all the way to the bottom. Think of it as pushing your baby down and out. Because every mom has a different pain threshold, how they describe the sensation of a contraction can really vary. Eventually, contractions will become so overwhelming and so strong that there'll be no denying that you have them. So don't worry too much about not being able to recognize them. The first is they start coming more often. Labor contractions steadily speed up, happening more and more frequently. These contractions get stronger and more intense as time goes on. They're also unstoppable. Instead of being sporadic, labor contractions become more and more regular. In labor, contractions last for at least 30 seconds each. If you're having one at least every 15 minutes, you're probably in labor.
God, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure?
When in doubt, go with the 5-1-1 rule. Go to the hospital when the contractions are 5 minutes apart and last for a minute each for at least 1 hour. But follow your doctor's advice, since your health history and how far away you are from the hospital or birthing center could factor in. First-time moms tend to be in labor longer than women who've had a baby before. I personally use the free app called Contraction Timer to track my contractions, so I knew when to head to the hospital. There are many apps out there, but I use this one. It's also never silly to just call your doctor if you aren't sure. It's always better to be safe than sorry. I also want to talk to you about Braxton Hicks contractions, which are not true labor, but something that many women experience. Braxton Hicks contractions are practice contractions that you have randomly before you go into labor. Braxton Hicks contractions can feel like a cramp to some women, and sometimes they get really uncomfortable, where you have to pause and catch your breath. But some women don't really feel them at all. Women who've been pregnant before are more likely to feel their Braxton Hicks. This is believed to be because they already know what contractions feel like. The main difference between these practice contractions and real labor contractions is that the Braxton Hicks go away, usually when you change positions, rest, or drink a couple glasses of water. Real contractions don't. In fact, they just keep getting more and more intense. Another common and uncomfortable type of contraction is called a back contraction. These back contractions can be really painful. Some moms say that back contractions feel like severe lower pain that doesn't go away in between uterine contractions, and it just intensifies during them. If back labor happens to you, it could be because your baby's positioning. You can try walking, squatting, lunging, and sitting on an exercise ball or doing pelvic tilts. You may also use natural pain management techniques like breathing or pain medications like an epidural to help manage the pain. It is a personal choice and one to discuss with your healthcare team. I also have plenty of videos on the topic and more coming, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of them. And mama, contractions definitely hurt, but they're a natural part of labor. Your body was built to do this. I know how hard and scary and overwhelming it is. I was absolutely terrified myself of this process, but I want you to know how strong and capable you are. Society and the media has made many of us fearful of this process and doubtful of our bodies and its amazing capabilities as women. But you are strong and you are capable, and as crazy as it may sound to some of you, birth can be a beautiful and empowering experience. No matter what choices you make for your birth, I hope you feel empowered and proud of yourself. You are amazing and your body is amazing. I hope this video was helpful and helps you feel more empowered and prepared when it comes time for contractions and birth. I wish you the best of luck in your birth, and just think how soon it will be until you are holding that baby in your arms. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on all my future videos on all things child development, parenthood, and giving your baby the best start possible in life. And if you have any questions for me, make sure to comment them down below. Thank you so much for your time today and for your support, and I hope to see you in the next video.